Camille and Archie were in their 40s, but they loved like teenagers, quiet, certain, inseparable. They lived together in a tiny home above the bustling street where Camille ran her small food shop. Every day she cooked hot meals, jerk chicken, steamed fish, dumplings, and people swore her hands carried blessings. Archie, a gentle schoolteacher, adored her. He ate lunch at her stall daily, calling her his peace in a noisy world. Everyone knew the two were soul-stitched. Nothing could slip between them. One evening, Archie came home with trembling excitement. "Camille," he said, "I started my master's degree with a university overseas. They accepted me fully, but I have to travel to complete it, and I don't have the money." Camille's eyes widened with hope. A better life. A bigger future. Without thinking twice, she handed him every dollar she had saved over years of hard work, money she kept tucked away for emergencies, for dreams she never spoke aloud. Archie promised he would pay her back 1,000 times over, kissed her forehead, and flew out. He called her every single day, morning, noon, and night, until suddenly the calls stopped. At first she worried about the phone service. Then days passed, weeks, months. Camille dialed him until her fingers cramped. No answer, no message, no sign of the man she loved. She cried into her pillow at night, staring through the window at the stars and whispering, "God, why did you take him from me?" One afternoon she grew dizzy, her knees buckling beneath her. Nausea rolled through her. A neighbor rushed her to a clinic where the nurse smiled gently. "Camille, you're pregnant." The neighborhood buzzed with gossip. Women told her to get an abortion. How you, a single woman, will raise a child alone? He left you, Camille. Don't tie yourself down. But she pressed her hand to her belly and felt a spark of life. "This child is mine," she whispered, "and he deserves to live." Her son, Nick, was born with Archie's smile. By the time he turned 6, Camille had grown frail. Kidney disease, the doctor said, too advanced, too costly. Some days she could barely stand long enough to cook. Little Nick would wander from house to house, asking neighbors for scraps of food to bring home to his mother. Meanwhile, Archie had finished his studies and become wealthy, far wealthier than he ever dreamed. He tried to call Camille many times, but he had lost his phone abroad and never memorized her number. One quiet afternoon, he returned home, stepping onto the old street where her shop once stood. He saw an elderly woman sitting on her step. "Miss, do you know a woman named Camille?" The old woman blinked. "Child, shortly after you left, Camille had a baby, a sweet boy, looks just like you did." Archie's heart slammed against his ribs. He knew he didn't need a test. That was his son. He found Camille lying weak in a dim room. She whispered his name with trembling lips. Archie broke down right there, gathered her in his arms, and rushed her to the hospital. He paid for every treatment, every medicine, every specialist. Slowly, Camille's strength returned. When she was well enough to walk, Archie married her under the mango tree behind her house and took her and young Nick abroad. He bought a mansion during his absence, a place he always imagined sharing with her. Every morning he drove them wherever they wished in his sleek black Lamborghini, the engine humming like a promise fulfilled. And through it all, Camille remembered, one act of kindness can open doors no one can shut.